Good day. Welcome to Yoga Fusion with Bliss. It's a snowy day here in Philadelphia. So instead of people in the studio and in Zoom, most people are here in Zoom. So I let my cats loose into the studio. So we're going to have a few extra yoga participants. You know how they do goat yoga? Well, this might be kitty yoga. And right here, I shall introduce that's Millie, the black cat. She's negative space. When Millie's here, there's just wait a minute, where did the light go? Let's take a moment and think about what we need to work today. Did you ever have a piece of exercise equipment you just plain didn't use? My glider, those things you go. I actually do like it, but I don't use it. But it is perfect to simulate a kitchen counter for kitchen counter planks or kitchen counter, I like a lower counter, kitchen counter down dogs. So think about your body. Do you want to be standing in front of your stairs? I went and bought these stairs so that I could emulate. You might be on the first stair, you might be on the second stair. Choose what's right for you and have a place for your down dogs planks. We will also use it as a touchstone for balance because we'll do balance work. Breathing, being. I have a chair here and Millie's on the chair because I'm going to do some sit to stands as we begin to work and enjoy and stretch and balance the body. How about shoulder rolls? Now stand in your best mountain. Think from the bottom up. See how I'm stepping around? I'm literally spreading my toes. Diane, even if you need to wear sneakers to support your feet inside your shoes, imagine yourself spreading your toes. And I recommend people get shoes that are called barefoot shoes that have room for toe spread breathing. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, up, back, and down. There's those beautiful shoulders. See how my hands are facing forward? I'm going to show you why. When my hands face backward, and when you watch people, most people, their hands face backward, their chest is caved in and their back is rounded. No, here we are, palms forward, facing your day, facing where you're going. And look how it opens up your chest. Breathe in to be. I have to check, did she move? Good. I didn't want to squish the cat. I'm just going to go from this mountain to seeing, am I standing in front of my chair? I actually feel the back of the chair on the back of my legs a little. When I sit down, I want to notice, am I on the edge of my chair? When you do the sit to stand, if you're sitting too far back, it rounds your body. But when you sit on the edge of your chair, this is a seated cow. And when we sit, it's as if your udders fell forward. If you have a belly, let your belly fall forward. Here's a side view. Normal sitting people tuck the pelvis back, and that's just how we sit. But this, with the pelvis tipped forward, you want to sit down with a tall spine, and you want to stand up with a tall spine. Let's take a moment with our stand up. The tall spine is a sternum lift, but here, Joanne, is where you do the tuck your puppy dog tail under. So when you stand, tuck under to level your pelvis, come on and sit. And it's like your back has arched and your udders have fallen forward. And I'm just going to do, yes, I love the big arms way up when we sit. Take the arms way out when we stand. Take the arms up and out. Now, let's think about the out. Do you want them to come out with your hands down by your hips? Do you want to be out with your hands shoulder height? Choose what feels best for you. No bouncing, but give yourself a push back. And when you push back, Pelvic tilt, sternum lift. There you go. Let's think about, you want to keep your feet on the floor. I'm so short, my feet actually don't touch the ground in this chair. I realized they were flying in the air. That's not a good idea. Keep your feet on the floor if you can. And let's just do two more of these. Can you feel how, oh yes, your lungs are working a little. Double check the width of your stance, that you're seated again at the edge of your seat. I want to work one thigh at a time. I'm going to take my arms out to the side, and I'm going to reach out and put weight on one foot. Reach out and put weight. Can you feel this leg has more weight? This leg has more weight? Because we've leaned a little this way and leaned a little that way. I feel my hamstrings working so well, but it's also working the front of our thighs. We'll just do one last. Reach out, beautiful. Now, we're gonna go do one more set. Your feet are not close, they're not too wide, they're just nice and medium. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, tall body, open through the shoulders. Beautiful, your feet are even. Forget your arms, let's focus on the feet. Tall spine. You notice I lean forward when I come up, stand tall. Lean, sit tall. Some people lean more or less, do what's right for you. I want to think of your feet. See how you've got them even, Stephen? That looks good. And that was working your legs balanced, both of them. Can you tell one leg is more fatigued than the other? Take a moment. Notice the leg that needs a little extra work. For me, it's this one. Maybe you're the same, in which case use both legs. Here's my fatigued leg. Let me get it right. The leg that needs more work is going to, Millie, you're not helping the communication, is going to come back a couple inches. The other leg went forward a couple inches. So here's even Steven. Here's work this leg. Now, the reason I'm focusing on the leg, do anything you want with your arms. When you get up now with your legs, this leg, the leg that needs more work is closer to you. Do it once and you'll see all that leg took, the major part of the work for you to stand up. Beautiful. Let's add some arms. Come high into an 11. Oops, I did that wrong. 11 when you sit and down when you stand. 11 when you sit. You know why we do it that way? The studio ceiling is low, so we need more room for some of our class members who are way taller than I to have room to take their arms right up in the 11. Can you feel this leg that was back is doing so much more work? Very nice. Take your time. Let's just sit and be for a moment. Shoulder rolls. Breathe and be. Center. We'll arise and put the chair away. And I have a recommendation for your life. Find a chair that's the right height. Mine should have been a few inches shorter. And it can even be your couch, wherever you sit, watching TV, living life. Move to the edge of it. Every time you get up and down, you got up and down to go to the restroom, you got up and down to go do something. I know it might be your evening of relaxation, but every time you get up, do a few sit to stands and then snuggle in for the rest of your relaxing time. Here's the mountain. Did I say sit? Let's do a more active sit. First, the spine, pelvic tilt, sternum lift. Yes, I love that shoulder roll. Breathe and be. I'm going to turn sideways for you to see me. You can stay facing front or go sideways. For the chair, you stick your butt out behind you and bend your knees as if you're sitting on a chair, but there's no chair there. I start with my hands here behind me to reiterate my flat back. Now, for many people, when they take their chair low, they accidentally round their back. You don't have to go low. Probably you're going lower than I, but this is what my body does these days. So find your chair, Reiterate, I can feel the small of my back is really working hard by my waistline. Let's try taking the arms in. Try taking the arms out. Try taking the arms up. Sit lower if you want to. Chest stays high though. Beautiful, Joanne. Nice flat back. So often the chest will lower. No, we want that chest high. Let's pulse, 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 and stand up. Pelvic tilt. Flat back, flat back, flat back. Stand up tall. Flat back, flat back. Flat back, stand tall now. Here's your last. Flat back. I'm really lifting my limited shoulder. Beautiful. So let's talk about what do you do when you have an area limited. I have to go look at the report. This isn't quite the word, but it's something like this. Massive calcium boulders. It's not exactly those words in this shoulder. So breathing, I want to lift my arm as high as I can. And then I breathe and intend further. Breathe and intend further. Do you need to support by holding on? Or do you like this hand? Breathe and intend further. Now, my arm tends to come a little forward. I'm going to intend for it to be as nearly in line with my body as possible. Come on up, and for the other side, root yourself in your mountain. Open your chest. My pelvic tilt is here. My butt cheeks are contracted. Here we are on the other side. Find your lean, your lift. We're doing both. Breathing and intend further. Now my arm started to come forward. No, I'm pulling her back. Beautiful, Doreen, that arm came right back. Lean and intend and intend. Now we did that with our feet close. Let's notice the difference. How does it feel? Pelvic tilt. Come on down into your goddess. How does it feel? Standing with your tall spine, goddess. Let's pulse down, 2, 3, come neutral. Here's down, 2, 3, come neutral. Here's down, 2, 3, come neutral. Got your thigh muscles. Kind of you can feel them now that we've used them. Or perceive those thigh muscles. And then the next one, we come down and find your comfortable lowest open leg squat, pelvic tilt, beautiful sternum lift. Do you want to hold on or do you want this arm out here as extra weight? Come on up. No, let it come forward. Here we are. Lean, intend, reaching, intend. Very nice. Doing this straight on. Keep that shoulder back. We're coming for the other side. Intend to reach across. When you find the place where you're done, breathe. And you can probably go farther. Very nice. And now that the thighs are fatigued, let's do more. Right there. Yes, come neutral, down. Open those shoulders and neutral, come down. 2, 3, goddess arms. Here's down, 2, 3, goddess arms. One last down. While your legs are well worked, here we are. Breathe. I didn't say to get a block, so I'm going to show us with no block. Hold on to your thighs. Feel your flat back. Flat back. I'm going to show you the side view. Here we were up tall. See that nice pelvic tilt, sternum lift, flat back. This is where the puppy dog tail, the tailbone, is out. The back is flat. Come down to wherever it's right for you. Flat back. Flat back. We've got this big, wide goddess, flat back. Oh, walk your way down. Breathing. Now, sometimes we have blocks, but today we're just holding on to your shins or your thighs with a flat back lean. Flat back lift up and come here. Flat back lean. Hold on if you need to. Don't hold on if you don't need to. You don't go as low as I do. You go as low as your body wants. Flat backs. Here, this might be the perfect place. And then you come up. We're down low. We're working the thighs. Here, we're adding quads, working in a different way. Now, by the way, Doreen, the reason I'm doing this, we are working some of the muscles that we are going to stretch out when we breathing, work the hips. And now we're just going to pull ourselves together any old way you want. Very nice. Find your block for the next series. Very similar to what we just did, but we're going to add a twist. I'll show you the side view. On the twist, many people do the twist way more than I do. So don't follow my body. Follow your body. You're standing. I'm going to recommend turn sideways to me. Here's why. You can turn and see me. If you're here and you try to look at me, you're going to bend your neck so much. So bring yourself sideways also. Breathe and be and find your best posture. Come wide. It's a wide goddess. I have a mat and I've ended up putting my heels right on the mat. They're fabulous. Now I'm going to just place my blocks where I might need them if my hands were going to touch them. Tall, flat back. Here we are. Come on down. Flat back, flat, flat, flat. Use your strength to lift up. Yes, I'm leaving my arms behind me. Flat back, flat back. All right, want a little more intense? Watch this one. Take your arms and lift them out. And let's do your flat back. Leave them out. Leave them out. And come on up. There you go. And here we are, flat back. Leave them out, flat, flat, and come on up. And the next one, when I come up, I'm going to take my arms all the way up. Flat back, pelvic tilt. Beautiful. No back bends in that. Flat back, lean, body tall, reaching. Come on up with your little shoulder rolls. That gave your body the feeling of the wide goddess. To add the rotation, here's your flat back. Feel it, reiterate it. Breathe with it. My flat back, both legs are bent, even Steven. Flat back, lean down. Flat back, lean down. Now, do you want to stay holding on here? Can you bend your legs more and find your blocks? If not, you go right over to an ottoman and you do this on an ottoman. So everybody's different. Some people are low, some people are medium. Everybody's got a squat and a flat back. And we're now going to add to your squat, flat back, a rotation. And it's like this. One hand is centered and the other hand comes right here in front of your face. Now here, Joanne, you got it. It's normal to accidentally put your arm back here. Nope, you want it right here where you're looking at your thumb. And now rotate that. Many people can take this arm. I'm pushing. Both legs remain in the even Steven position. Don't let one collapse. Pull this arm as near vertical as your body goes. Push, breathe, intend further, appreciate. Find yourself down. While I'm here, I'm going to do a little cat-cow. Round up like a cat on a fence. Here comes the cow, or swayback horse, as I used to say. Round up, it's a standing cat-cow. Your knees bend more or less, however you would like. Your thighs are working the whole time. Very nice. We're going now to the flat back. It's a standing table. Again, your flat back might be right here because it's better up on an ottoman. Your flat back your way. Place one hand and ground it. Take the other hand and reach up, up, up where yours will. Remember, this hand is in front of your face. You haven't let it go back here. It's right here, straight out from your shoulder. Up. Yes, that's all mine does. I'm going to accept it. And then I'm going to intend further. I push. I feel the twist. I feel the lift. I say thank you. I come back down. That was a lovely rotation. All right, now here's a weird and cool move. Drop your butt. Lift it up and you're in a forward fold. Breathe and be here. Let's stay with your forward fold a little. Find the right blocks for you or no blocks, whatever your body wants. Breathing. I'm going to show with blocks. Here we are in a forward fold with the legs. Let them go all the way straight. Relax the body down, relax the neck. All right, here I'm coming into my squat where I drop my butt, open those hips, breathing. Everybody drops their butt a different amount. Lift up into your wide-legged forward fold. Breathing. Here we are. Drop your butt and come up to your wide-legged forward fold. On the next one, when you drop your butt, most of us are leaned way over, of course. Wherever you are, I'm going to come up higher where many people might be. So maybe you've dropped your butt and you're right here. Could I lift my chest right here? I don't know, but it's really hard. Come back down and feel my squat wherever my squat's right for me. Can I lift my chest down to up? I'm going to change my arms when I lift next time. I'm going to pull my arms and take them right in here. Everybody's different. When I go into my full squat, breathing, this is like my challenge of life to try to lift up. So please appreciate your squat wherever it is. Appreciate your lift wherever it is. Many people press their elbows into their knees. I don't know your proportion. Let's round over and have your forward fold. I really used my hands to help lift up my can because my muscles were out of gas. Let's have the most fabulous stretch in the world after all of that lovely, subtle muscle work. So we have wide legs, and I'm just going to bend one and then the other. Straighten one and then the other. Feeling. It's almost like you're giving yourself a massage from the inside out. Suzanne, you said that once, and I think of you every time my body notices that feeling. Now I'm going to walk might have to come up more. I'm going to walk my feet right in to a regular forward fold and start doing the one bends and the other bends. Relax your neck. Once you're here, you can think about how low is right for your body. Don't emulate me. Now, while we're doing this, I'm going to talk to you about two moves that are similar. This is a forward fold with my hands in front of me, and I have no weight on them. Even when my blocks are here, by there, they give me such a nice wrist flex. Oh, but I don't have weight on them. Let's stop in the middle. There you are. Both legs are holding your weight. Slide your blocks out or take your hands out, whichever is right for you, and put a little weight on those hands. Then sink your chest and look, you might bend your knees, you might pick up your heels, you've gone into a downward dog. So here is a short downward dog, and here is a forward fold. Can you see the difference? The short dog has weight on your hands. It is, excuse me. Sink your chest, stretch those shoulders. Now, while you're here, do you have one shoulder that is less mobile than the other? I want you to think of your most mobile shoulder and really lean into that and give yourself the best stretch of the most mobile shoulder. Now I've got my less mobile shoulder. I'm thinking into that with support, very carefully stretching a little more with great care into the less mobile shoulder. And then I go back even Stephen and see how does my short dog feel. I'm going to take my short dog and bring it back to a forward fold. You just bend your legs, walk yourself up. Oh, look at that. Now, I don't know about you. Relax down your forward fold your way. Breathing. I had to do a little walk. I felt the need for that massage from the inside out. I'm going to arise by using that little squat. Turn your toes out for a little better squat alignment. Drop your butt, flatten your back. Those are muscles we worked on. You can use your hands if you want or not to arise. Let's do some shoulder rolls. I turn out pink when I go upside down. Breathing. Shoulder rolls. Again, a massage from the inside out. Can't you feel we've done such luscious stretches for the back of your body? Let's do some stretches for the front of your body. Now, you might like the relaxation. I think I can use this. You might like the relaxation. I stand over here of having something right here close to you. So we're going to do a back bend. So when you do your back bend, your hips are actually touching the sink. And here we have a bar. I'm going to do a freestanding back bend. Mine does not bend much. That's okay. Appreciate. We start with the mountain, intend further when I get there. How wide are your feet? For this one, for the back bend, you'll choose the width based on what feels good for your excellent pelvic tilt. Breathe. Do you feel both butt cheeks are engaged? Your quadriceps are engaged. Let's have our mountain with a little width in our stance. Excellent pelvic tilt. Now it's interesting. My neuromuscular disease makes it so that right about now, my thighs and buns feel like they're so exhausted they couldn't squeeze another moment. Turns out that's an illusion. I can keep doing this. And when I do dishes, I do back to the back bend. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift. Let's take the arms out, shoulders back and down. When you do your back bend, you're not bending right here in the small of your back. You're opening up your rib cage. Yes, your hips lean forward a little. Your shoulders reach up where they will. I just relaxed my neck. Now let's think about the neck. For many people, if you look at the wall in front of you, it will help your neck to be more comfortable. For other people, relaxing your head, I have a little fat pad on the back of my neck so I can rest my head on that. Breathing. You still have the pelvic tilt that protects your low back, lifting in the shoulders, opening the ribs. I'm nosy. I want to see you guys look fabulous. Oh, how wonderful. Breathe. Look at the tips of your fingers. And on your next exhale with safety, feel as if your finger moves a half an inch farther on the ceiling or wall or wherever you are. When we come down, pelvic tilt, feel your strength in your foundation as you bring yourself down into a regular mountain. I'm going to open up once more with a back bend. Pelvic tilt. Interesting. And now open the top of the spine. The pelvic tilt actually helps stretch the hip flexors when we do the back bend. Breathing. If you took all the bend here in the waistline, the hip flexor, the psoas, would not be involved. Now ground yourself with strength in the lower body. Bring yourself back to neutral. Do you have a wall, a kitchen sink, the back of a couch, a chair? You could, where'd that chair go? You could do this whole next thing with a chair. So your body, your way. Breathing. Find something you're going to have. We start with the pelvic tilt. It's the key. Without the pelvic tilt, you will miss the hip flexor stretch. I'm going to touch my toe back and engage my pelvic tilt. Did you feel how that opened up right here? Breathing. Breathing. The better pelvic tilt, sternum lift, stretch back. Here we are. Now these are what's known Start your posture, touch the toe back, and then reiterate that pelvic tilt. I'm not doing any back bend here. I'm opening up the hip flexor. It's an active stretch. At the end, we will do passive stretches, but these active stretches have value. There it is. There's a lovely pelvic tilt standing. I still have something to hold on to. Breathing. You might not need anything. You might love to be freestanding. Even if you can do freestanding, I'm going to suggest, hold on, I'll tell you why. I'm going to do this little thing that I call pelican with support. So you lift up as high as you can with support. And then my knee comes out like it's going into a tree, body tall, and lift up and come on down. And now here behind me, I'll show you the side view, is that foot where it was when we stepped back with a beautiful pelvic tilt and your body up tall. You may only lift that foot an inch. This is what it would look like if you had a warrior three that didn't tip over at all yet. So this is an upright warrior three. Let's take a moment and do the other side. I'm going to hold on to the same railing. And here we are. Start in your mountain. Beautiful. You can switch to another railing and have this on the outside if you want. I just wanted to demonstrate you don't have to have two. Here we are in your tall mountain. Yes, you don't even have to watch. If you've turned away, you'll know. First is that this arm is out for balance. The pelican lifts up, 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 up. Pelican. Come on down. Here's your tree out to the side, body forward, hip to the side. Beautiful. Now claim your centered self. Keep your pelvic tilt, touch back, just like we did on that psoas stretch. But we're going to have an up lifted, lift that back foot. It's your warrior three that didn't tip over. An upright warrior three. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to do this more smoothly. Start with the leg that you didn't just do. And we'll do pelican lift and tree lift and straight back up a little and same leg. Pelican, tree, lift back. Let's do the other side. Center it up. Breathe. Find your beautiful mountain. Pour the weight all on this foot. The other leg that we did not do just now goes pelican. Your stable tree in your core. I step back, pelvic tilt, and lift a little bit for an upright three. Let's do pelican and tree and upright three. Fabulous. Let's just do a little moving around. Beautiful, beautiful. I want to do a little sequence. We've really modified the Sun Salutation A, and I'm going to use that. I find it so valuable for so many things. Today I'll try to mention what it is we're accomplishing as we do the different moves. A vinyasa just means a sequence. Asana means a pose, but what it really means is the seat. Your pelvic girdle is the seat of every pose, of every asana. Pelvic tilt. When you're upright and tall, it's like your tailbone tucked under, your sternum lifted up, your chest opened. You look wonderful, beautiful. The other thing I'm seeing that's so nice is your arms are right here on your side seam. Beautiful. We're going to take this up to the salute. Your salute as near in a straight up 11 as your body will do. Pelvic tilt, rib lift, reach up to the 11. Breathing. Now really think about your flat back. You might leave your arms out as you do flat back, Or you may choose to put your arms here for your flat back. I'm going to try it out. Flat back, pause for a moment. And now round down into your forward fold. It's the best forward fold of the day. We already warmed it up. Oh, hang into it. Now I have to move my feet a little wider to make room and comfort for my belly, comfort in my thigh area. Adjust yourself. Your forward fold, breathe with it, be with it. We're going to do what I call flat back arise. You don't come up from the hip. You just straighten out your back at the waistline and round yourself down. Flat back arise. And round yourself down. Last flat back arise. And when you hang here in your last forward fold, think of where do you want to be for your down dog? Are you going to go to an ottoman, up the stairs where you can choose second, third stair, whatever's right for you? I'm going to try on my blocks, but you can see I have stairs available for the down dog. You find your hand balance, press into the knuckle of the pointer finger, flat palms, step back. Some people leave their heels right on the ground. Some people, their heels are up. Intend your heels to be as near the ground as they go. Sink your chest long through the spine. This is the one where think of your arms. Does one need a little extra stretching? Then give that one a little extra focus. Center yourself. That was your customized down dog. Let's do your customized plank. Breathing. Do you want to come up to a higher surface? See what your body will do. Breathing and being. That was unavailable to me. I hope you guys didn't hear the crunches that just went on in my shoulders. Your plank, your way. Breathing, feeling what is just right for you. Oh, I wanted to challenge myself, and that was too much, but see how my butt's still up in the air? Leslie, if you're watching this on YouTube, you have a tendency to do right here. You want to do right there. Are you breathing? Come back to your down dog. Intend your heels toward the ground. Oh, tall spine. Intend your chest rooted toward your mat. Long shoulder stretch. Relaxed neck. Now we're heading back to forward fold. How do you want to do that? Some people like to take a leg way up and walk themselves in. Some people like to bend their knees and crab walk in. Come to your forward fold your way. Don't follow me, don't follow anybody. Listen to your body. Relax into your forward fold, leaving room for yourself to exist. We have our 3 flat back arise. So notice how low down you are, how much bend you have in your hip. Keep the hip bend. Flatten out the back. Hip stays stable. Flatten out the back. One last forward fold. Flat back arise. Very nice. And how do you want to get up? I'm going to drop my can, lift to my flat back. Joanne, Diane, I recommend you do this way so you're training your flat back rise muscles and come back to your pelvic tilt, sternum lift, salute. Just right for you. Breathing, being. Oh, that was good. Do those shoulder rolls. The next one, we're just going to bring ourselves into here's my little sequence. Forward fold, down dog, drop into a table, find the ground. You don't want to do that? Go find your couch, your bed. You don't have to be down on the ground. Whatever surface is right for you. Breathe, and you come down any way that you choose. But if you come by my house in the springtime, this is literally the way I get down on the ground in order to garden. Breathing. And when I find myself down, I'm going to lay on my side. I'm going to keep one block around because when I lay on my side, I actually like the block right here because it protects my tender shoulder from having too much weight on it. So you're on your side in the neutral position or the fetal position. Very nice. Do you have what's right for your shoulder? That's funny. I've never put the block up this high, but when I was down here, my shoulder kind of was yelling at me. Actually, it was cussing, but I won't repeat that. So find whatever's right for your nice neutral neck, shoulders released. Take your leg long. Bottom leg is curled up. Flex that foot. Drop it. It's straight down. It's not forward. It's not back. It's straight down. Drop it down. Now I can feel if I roll my hip a little forward or back, I get some resistance. I see most of it's true. When the studio's filled up with people, everybody's foot goes right down except the teachers. I have a real tight iliacus. And so I need to really breathe, accept, appreciate, breathe, and intend further. I got to tell you, that is not just a yoga lesson. That is a life lesson. So this leg straight down, I know it feels like nothing. It's one of the very few moves, to be honest, it's the only one I have ever known. And I've challenged every PT person I know. If you're on YouTube and you know another iliacus stretch, you tell me. Breathing. Press back on that leg. I just slid my nice long straight leg behind me. Now I've got the iliacus that's up under the hip bone, the iliac crest. The iliacus is stretching. It comes down and it joins with the psoas. When my leg is long, Diane, don't bend your leg yet. When my leg is long, breathe into it. Be with it. I'm getting a psoas and iliacus. They actually come together called the iliopsoas, and they're all stretching. So I'm on YouTube searching for an iliacus stretch, and I keep finding people saying the way to stretch the iliacus is to reach in underneath your hip bone. And I'm thinking, anybody who's got a great belly can't reach in under the hip bone. Breathing. So we're all different. If that's available to you, enjoy it. But this is an iliacus and psoas stretch. All right, Diane, now we're going to add the quadriceps stretch. Bend the knee, send the leg back. Now, you guys, breathing. I'm going to stay here a while. Being. Drop that knee down. It wants to come up like this to take away the stretch, but you're going to breathe into it. There we go. So this I learned because of my neuromuscular disease, but it's true for you too. So let me share while we're stretching our quadriceps. Bend your foot back up as much as you can. Drop the knee down as much as you can. Here's the deal. When a muscle is weak, it tends to tighten up in order to protect your body from injuries that would happen from the weak muscle giving way. So if you've got weak quadriceps, you will get tight quadriceps. Unbeknownst to me, I have muscle cell death happening in places. Don't worry, I keep catching up with my muscle building, so I'm hanging in here fine. But my quadriceps got so tight over the last 5 years. I didn't understand why. It's because they were getting weaker. Now I work on them being stronger, and lo and behold, they are also more flexible. Take your time. Oh, bring yourself back to neutral. You remember earlier in our practice, we did all that quadricep work. The more I fall apart, the stronger you're going to get. So my thighs are falling apart. You're going to get good, strong thighs because we all do the work together. So here I've just released into the neutral position. Now I'm going to take this leg forward, stretch it out, and let it fall to the ground. You might be stretching it out and it goes down here. You might be stretching it out and it's way up here over your head. Just let it fall to the ground. And you have a stretch here on the outside of the thigh. Tensor fascia latae. Breathing, being. Wonderful. Oh, I'm going to roll onto my back. I'll take the block away for that and add a twist into our stretches. And it's been decades, we've been doing this particular stretch in the studio because it's probably the favorite stretch of most class members, pelvic tilt. So tip your pelvis and melt as if the small of your back was going to the ground. If you've got a great big wonderful butt and you tip and your small of your back is nowhere near the ground, fine. All bodies are good bodies. I happen to have a little flat butt and my back goes right to the ground, fine. The idea is tip so your small of your back goes toward the ground. Fabulous. Now, I forgot to say to have your yoga strap available. I have one somewhere. There it is. Actually, it's a ribbon left from the ones we use. But go ahead and place, notice I can't reach my foot, but if my knee helps me, I can. Please give yourself whatever you need. If you have a strap on your heel, think about this, notice it, pay attention. Do not put the strap in your arch. It can compress your plantar fascia and bother you. If you put the strap on your heel, look at my foot. I can point and flex, and my bottom of my heel becomes the point where all that motion happens from. That's what you want, the strap on your heel. All right, I'm going to do a nerve glide. Here's what it is. Relax your foot. Don't point and flex it yet. Pull this leg. Excuse me, I have to take mine out and move my belly out of the way. There we go. Take this leg and pull it up as much as is comfortable. Now, this right now is hurting my hands. I have lots of arthritis in my hands. So I'm going to switch to putting my arm, is the strap went on my arm to help, and my hand does some. Your best, most intense stretch. Now be there, be well. Think about your other leg. Do you want to let it relax down? You don't have to. That's a psoas stretch to Riva, one of our hip flexors, a psoas stretch on the low leg, a hamstring stretch on the upper leg. Now the nerve glide is your sciatic nerve on this leg that's in the air. Give it a little point, ever so slowly, give it a flex. Here's what happened. When you did the maximum stretch, the nerve literally was stretched. And now with great care, we're flexing and pointing to intend further on that nerve stretch. Yes, muscles are stretching, ligaments are stretching, tendons are stretching, but so are your nerves. And this nerve glide can be very helpful for people with various sciatic issues. Hey, Millie, do you like the nerve glide? Take your time and ever so slowly lower that leg. There it is. Bend your foot and rotate that leg across your body. This arm comes out. Now, there's many schools of thought. Some people think the shoulder must be on the ground at all times. Feel into it. Is that the right thing for you? Then please enjoy. Other people like the way it feels. Millie, I have to show this. When the arm hangs down a little, he doesn't want you to see. When the arm hangs down, like the weight of my arm is actually, that feels real good. Okay, at night in bed, Millie will lay down on this arm and help stretch my shoulder. She really does. Breathing, so she thinks she's supposed to go do her job now. This rotation is your spine, your outer thigh, your chest, your shoulder, your neck. Oh, thank you. Now, I like a little teeter-totter action. Do you? I don't know. In class, I see many people have their fingers lay straight on the ground and their toes lay straight on the ground, and they're just melted between the two. Mine are both up off the ground quite a bit. Yours are wherever they are. Appreciate your body and intend to stretch and feel good. Whenever you're done, bend that leg, smoothly pull the arm in and come on up. And I want the ribbon on the heel of the other leg. Did you see how I did the switch over? It's already on one foot. Just let it go onto the other foot. Here we are. Oh, breathe and be. Now, for many people, right here is the perfect flexibility. That's okay. Your body, your way, breathing. Now, right now, for some reason on this side, I have like a little stitch in my side. I'm not going to stop everything because of that. I'm going to breathe into it, go extra slowly and extra gently. This is the one where I actually like my arm to pull. Heel has the ribbon and feel the maximum stretch for me. After oops, just a minute. I have to go out to the side, make room for my belly when I come back up. Now, what about this psoas stretch of this leg down long? So one leg up. If you do ballet, you're probably doing the splits in the air. That's fine. If you have hardly any flexibility, you're in a very different position. That's fine. Breathing. With the maximum stretch, here comes the nerve glide. Slowly and carefully flex. Slowly and carefully point. Your body, your way. I want to exhale on my flex. The point stretches things in the top of your foot. The flex stretches that nerves that run up and down your leg. Fabulous. Now I'm going to do my rotation. You might like to leave this leg down. I like to bend it up for the rotation. You make your choice. The opposite hand gets the ribbon. And then you roll over and squeeze the cat. Breathing. So this leg is hanging wherever it wants to. This arm stretches out shoulder height. Don't put it down by your hip, Kathy. When you put it down by your hip, it seems natural, but shoulder height and down will give you, a much better chest, pectoral wall, and shoulder stretch. Here we are. I know many people, your leg lays right on the ground and your hand on the ground also. Some people will want to block under this hand for comfort of a tender shoulder. Look, Millie's here to hold my arm up. Thank you, darling. And what about teeter-totter? Does that feel good? Tom Morrison talks about wiggle it. So when you're in different positions, let your body just wiggle and move. So this arm is teeter-totter and the leg is wiggling. And I have this, fabulous rotation in my spine. Stretch in the chest and outer thigh and in the hip. Wonderful. Take your time. Pull your arm in, pull your leg in. Pelvic tilt to protect your back and your spine and the whole chain of vertebrae. Here we are for our final few stretches. The first one is going to be happy baby. I curl up one leg at a time. Everybody's different. Can you reach behind your knee or over your knee or on your foot? Or do you do your happy baby by just pelvic tilt and rock? So this is level one, pelvic tilt, knees, windshield wipering. That's a version, a very customized happy baby. The next one would be pretend I have an ottoman. You put your feet on an ottoman, you've got your pelvic tilt, and you relax. Your feet are relaxed on an ottoman, not hanging in the air like mine are. The next one is, can you hold under or over the knees? I'm sure all this time I've been blabbing. You have been enjoying your happy baby your way. Your knees, it's like you're driving them towards your armpits, if it's available to you. Otherwise, you just go side to side. Now, this is not part of the regular expression of happy baby. This is something that I love. I tip all the way over to the side. Oh. And then I go all the way over to the other side. Just because, yes, I hear it feels good to some other people in the class. Breathe. I think that means don't get up and bother with your microphone. Enjoy your happy baby. But now I'm going to show you when I looked out in the class, see the bent knees? Joyce put her legs straight and I said, that's an ecstatic baby. Even if you're holding on here, here's bent, here's ecstatic. Give yourself your version of the ecstatic baby. Again, do you like just a little rock? Or do you like to rock all the way over? Oops, I really did squish the cat. Sorry, honey. Take your time, one leg at a time. Melt, one leg at a time. Come on down. I said we'd do a few things. Now let's put your feet sole to sole. Think in your mind, do you need a pillow to put under your thighs to relax more comfortably? Feet are sole to sole, knees drop out. I did start with a pelvic tilt, but when your knees drop out and your body relaxes, you're not going to work to engage the pelvic tilt. This is the melt at all time. Now I'm going to add a melt for the upper body. If I take my arms up and I've just linked my fingers and rest my linked, I put my shoulder blades down my back. That felt good. My linked fingers rest on my forehead and my elbows hang down. On days when my shoulders are very, very tender, this is just perfect. But I happen to know many of you in this class, you can take your linked fingers and let them fall down above your head and fall all the way to the ground. I have my step here, and it turns out with my tenderized shoulder, that's all that's available to me. That's all right. But here's an interesting thing. This shoulder won't go any further, but this one will. So I separate my hands. I let one arm go all the way down to the ground, while the other arm is as pampered as it needs to be. So we customize if we have a asymmetry, a non-matching from the right and left, give the side that's tighter a little extra time to stretch. They may never match, but give it a little extra stretch. All this time you were thinking about your upper body, your lower body was melting. Breathe and be and melt in the way that's best for you. Now, when I come out of this, I'm going to suggest you slowly pull your elbows in. And the reason is if you have a shoulder issue, it pampers them to come in slowly. First pulled in, then lowered. Same thing with your legs, moving slowly. As we age, sometimes hunks of calcium literally are just floating around in our joints. So you want to move slowly so you can appreciate your, look at those bottom of my feet. I flexed them and then relaxed them. So you can appreciate your flexibility while moving slowly enough not to catch a piece of calcium in a tender spot and make a problem. Here we have the Shavasana heading our way. Did you need to do a pelvic tilt first? Breathing. Is your spine just so comfortable you're going to stay there and don't move a muscle? Your legs, see my feet wiggle? When I wiggle my legs, I can feel any tension that might be there. Relax your legs. Same thing with your arms, even my body. I've pushed with my arms a little and let my body go side to side in my face. I'm relaxing my face or my neck. Many people, their arms go right at their side for Shavasana. Many people, when you relax, your arms plop out. Let your arms relax any place they want to. This is yet again a chance where yoga teaches us. Make room for yourself in your life. Breathe and be. When we do our final stretch, I want to tell you a lesson I learned this week so profoundly that I have to share. So stay in your Shavasana as long as you want while I begin to tell you this lesson. I'm going to save the moral of the story for the end. Here's the story. I'm doing caregiving for a family member who's in a real challenging spot. And it scares me. So I have stress from being scared. I have stress from my own physical challenges. And much to my shock, when I was stressed, I yelled at him. He's the guy who needs tending, and I yelled at him. Breathe and be. Relax. Even when I said tension things, it made me tense up. And we both ended up busting out laughing because it was a ridiculous situation. Take your time and think about how you want to come into a seated position. And I'll tell you the lesson I learned from yelling at my poor hubby when he was in the healing mode. I have to rest a moment before I get up, and I fling my leg to help me get up. I don't know what you do. Listen to your body and do what you need. I'm going to sit in a V-sit. How should you sit? So my sister Catherine, years ago, gave me this pearl of wisdom. She said, people can only love you within their limitations. And that was profound. Please take that one as a gift from Catherine. As I thought about yelling at my poor hubby when he's sick and miserable, I realized people can only care for you within the limits of their abilities, their stresses, and their fears. So if you have someone or even something, you may be doing care for some little animal and you get crabby at it when it throws up on the rug. Tend yourself when you're a caregiver. Your self-care, release yourself forward any way you want. Do you want a flat back release? Do you want a rounded release? Your V-sit, your forward, any way that's right for you. Now, Joanne, after you enjoy that rounded one for a minute, bring yourself back up to your flat back. Even when you don't go hardly anywhere, keep the flat back and feel the stretch through here while you're actually building strength in the back. So each person is choosing rounded or flat. And remember, when you're in a caregiving position, your self-care, your stress reduction is what's going to help you give better care. Take your time, and I'm going to do a butterfly next. You may have another seat that you like. Do you like the easy seat, which is not easy for me at all? Your butterfly may be way out here. You may have your heels right up against your groin, listening to your body, your butterfly your way. Breathing, your butterfly might be rounded, that's all right. Your butterfly might pull up. Feel into it and choose. What butterfly do you want? Breathing. And whenever you're done, sit any way you want for your final stretch. I'm going back to a V, but you might like to go to the easy. I might challenge myself. I'm going to stay in the easy pose. Breathing. Here's where you sit in the way you chose, whether it's easy or challenging. Appreciate your body and all that it does for you, all that it did for you in practice today. Hand over heart center, thank whoever, whatever you believe in. And then I put one hand on top and pat, the other hand on top. And mentally, I think all sides of me, like the mom side of me says thank you to the kids side. The kids side says thank you to the mom side. They had to come to an agreement in order to bring me to practice today. And then is my stretch up. Any way you want to stretch up, and pat yourself on the back and say thank you to yourself for bringing you to the practice in the way that's right for you. And finally, you sit in whatever way you want now for our final namaste. Now, I used to think namaste meant goodbye or the end. It means good day. So I take my arms out, and it's as if I gather all good things to me. Do you want barely bent wrists, or are you doing nice, very bent wrists? We're all different. Take care of your wrist your way. And know that the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste, which means good day. And whether this is an evening yoga fusion practice or a morning, I hope the rest of your day is lovely. Now, if it were me, I would hang here for a long, long time. And you're at home, you can do whatever you want. And then you can find another tight spot and hang there, and another spot and hang there. I'm going to find that block of mine that I use to help me out. Wasn't there another one? Yes, I'm a 2-block gal these days. Breathing. Relaxing any way that you choose after your practice. So I have to say thank you to you guys today, because whether you're here on YouTube or Zoom or in the studio, Ken is so glad I practiced today and reduced my stress so that I can be a better caregiver. Although, isn't it, our doctors are always wondering what's going on. They come into the office and we're always rolling in laughter. I don't even know what's so funny, but we do this. So, challenges of life, self-care, so you can give care and have a great day. I'm going to find where is that. Turn off the camera. And those of you on YouTube, I bid you a good week or day. There's lots of Kelly Bliss yoga videos up. Come see me another day. My phone number is below. Text me and I'll give you an invite to the Saturday 10 a.m. class. Yes, stop recording. Bye, guys.